So upcoming Friday nights, me and the degenerate boys that we are, we're coming back with the betting show.
You look at the way he bounces off tacklers, the way that he keeps his eyes downfield, his vision, his ability to find holes, his pass catching ability, right? Because he had.
In my lifetime, I'd put him at probably around the 2 area, with again the only other person up there being King Ricky.
Anthony Richardson or Caleb Williams at the 111.
Yeah.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to B.S.ing Sports, part of the B.S. Network. I'm your host, Jacob Grogan. You can follow me at B.S.ing Sports Bets. And with me, I got the gang of degenerates as always. We got the Candle King himself, Christian Gutierrez.
Here we go.
Jared the Bear, Clown Man himself. And then, of course, back with us, as always, is Timmy Montgomery.
Roll Tide.
I was just about to say the Bama boy himself. How you boys doing this week?
Not good. I don't like college football. I'm glad NFL's here. Then I can actually start winning some money.
That's how I feel about baseball season.
He's here with us. And as y'all know, as every 50 views we get, we all shotgun a beer. So let's get there. We're at 14 right now, and y'all know how it works. But glad to see everybody. We're going to have a blast. And Bolton already beat us to it because we are doing the Clown of the Week. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with it. It is the best time. And if you are first time watching with us, Clown of the Week is the person who gave the worst sports betting advice here for last week's show. And that would be Jared Bolton.
What were my bets? I forget. It was LSU -4, or yeah, that did not hit. Or what else?
You went 2 for 4 on your picks for your 14 parlay. I went 3 for 4. I did take LSU. And then, yes, the Candle King himself did hit his 4-teamer. So I really hope y'all followed along and tailed him. And then if you were following along and tailed me when I did make my bets, I didn't want to wait around for LSU, so I changed it to Alabama.
Oh, yeah,
and if you follow me on Twitter, you saw that I hit that 4-teamer for 15 big ones. So, yeah. Man.
Wait, so you're not taking credit for hitting your 4-teamer on this show, are you?
No, not at all.
Better not.
I'm just saying if I posted it on Twitter when I made the bet, but it wasn't for this show. Gucci was the only one to do that, so attaboy Gucci, you're 1-0 on all of us. But we changed up the board a little bit. You're going to follow along. As always, we're going with our college picks, which is we all took 4 college picks. We're not parlaying them. They're just the games we like. And then we have our DFS lineup is back because guess what, boys? Baby. It's the first week of NFL football.
Yeah, baby.
God, I'm so happy.
I've turned into someone who looks forward to DFS more than sports gambling. I love daily fantasy sports.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably make
DFS
30
is
lineups.
such a good time.
I'll probably make 30 lineups for this slate on Sunday.
I think I have like 10 or 12. I'm not gonna lie.
Suckers bet. I hate DFS.
I've got 50 best ball, which is good enough.
Hey Tim, turn your volume up a little bit if you can, or maybe mine's just not up enough.
My microphone?
No, I think you're fine. There you go. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. My volume was just down a little bit. But if you want us to give our sports advice here on any bets that you like, just let us know. I see you still have access to give comments.
I do.
Hey, right. Pete, what's up, buddy? Hey, no worries. Glad you're supporting your daughter, dude. Hope she wins. And then Z Money.
We're fighting over this. I'll let you do it.
You know what? It's all you, Gucci. You can take control of that. I'm not worried about it.
Everyone listen to Z Money. Every Cowboys player is going over this week.
Oh.
Even Zeke?
Especially Zeke.
Anytime Zeke's going to have 20 yards on 4 carries and 2 touchdowns.
What about Kevontae Turpin? What is his line? I love that guy.
I don't know his line, but
Gary's probably like 9 yards.
They're not even going to
receiving yards.
They're just going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. They're not even
no. They're going to throw him in some crazy formation.
What about Tolbert? Is he a starting wide receiver now?
Jalen is wide receiver 3.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I love Tolbert.
But yes, like Pete said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us grow the brand, helps with everything, and that's what we're trying to do. Just give the best content that we can. But man, Bolton, how's that hat feel? I gotta
Weird.
know.
I don't like it. Also,
Are
you'll
you-
see that the quality of this thing is top notch. So they actually shipped this to me in what looked like something the size of a cigarette box. So it was already like just mangled all to hell. But as a clown hat, I guess they know you're a clown, so they're like, yeah, you know what, just throw this guy whatever. Who
It's
cares?
just like
Yeah.
your bets.
I just paid $16 for this stupid hat, so they didn't care what they were giving me. They already knew that I was a clown when I purchased the damn thing.
But y'all ready to jump into sports betting?
Let's do it.
Y'all ready for this? Oh god. Let me know if y'all can't read this or if it's a little tough to follow because we have some discrepancies here from
Well, if they're
Jared
Bama
Bolton.
fans, they can't read. So
It looks great on my end.
Yeah. If you are watching from Alabama, it's okay. Just like the podcast, it's fine.
we'll read it to you.
Say Roll Tide in the chat. It's fine. It's whatever. But so how we're going to start this off is we do our 4 college picks, like I said. We do our DFS lineup, and then we have our 3-team NFL parlays, and then we have our lock of the week, which we will turn into a 4-team parlay, which I will go bet at the casino, and I will post that ticket so you can follow along with us. This is to see everything that we're doing and to just better communicate. So
All right, this guy's out of here. Get him out of here.
ain't that the truth, Gingy? Ain't that the truth? But okay, so we're gonna let the clown of the week start this off. So go ahead, Bolton.
Oh yeah, because I'm so good at college football. As you guys know, way better at NFL than I am college football. So, take this with a grain of salt, but this made sense to me. All right. So Texas looked really good week 1. Michigan kind of started slow. Texas going into Michigan to play this game. Texas -7 just made too much sense. I think this team's going to be a top 3 team all through college football. These guys are going to be rolling. So give me the Texas -7. I bet you it'll be like a 14 to 17 point game, but -7 seemed too easy. Next, we got Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa put up a bunch of points. Last week, they looked really good. A different offense. They're not doing the old, run it down your throat, get, 4 yards in the clouds of dust football. So Iowa looked really good. Iowa State barely beat North Dakota University. Not even Indy SU. They beat Indy U. So I think Iowa -3 is just too easy to not do. Clemson is a really good team. They just ran into the wagon that is Georgia last week. So I think Clemson comes back and wins that game handily. And then I have a fun one here, which is Pitt versus Cincinnati. Pitt is actually a 2.5 point underdog to Cincinnati, but Cincinnati defense very suspect. They beat up on or they had a decent time against a very not good team. And Pitt actually put up like 500 yards or something last week. So they're kind of looking pretty good, and they're getting ready for the backyard brawl next weekend. So I expect Pitt to come out and win this outright. So those are my 4 picks.
Not gonna lie, Bolton. I absolutely hate Iowa, Clemson, and Pitt, but you know what? We'll see how that one goes, Chief.
All right.
Yeah,
how you boys feel about it?
Just hearing that Iowa's offense is any different than ever before, I refuse to believe it. Maybe 6 weeks into the season, I'll believe it. I know first half of that game, it looked like any other Iowa game. It was, if you looked at the scoring chart, it was punt, 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 punt. But eventually they did start scoring some points.
Yeah. I like the Pitt pick just because I took Pitt last week, and I really like that team. So I don't hate it. I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. I think Pitt can grind that one out. I like the pick.
I'm on your side. Like, I want to bet Texas -7, but I just feel like the whole world is going to be betting Texas -7, so that's why
Texas is going to put up 40 on them.
Texas is rolling right now.
Texas is going to put up 40 on them.
in the
Texas
big house.
pulled their starters after the first half and
Michigan
still put up 1,000
looked
points.
dog water on defense last week.
They let
Well,
Arch Manning go out there to run out the
defense.
clock
You
in the
mean on-
fourth quarter, and he's
you mean
still
on offense, they
touchdown
look-
passes.
They're the secondary. The Michigan secondary was
Held them to 10 points. I know it's Fresno, but defense
yeah.
still
But I
solid.
mean,
I'm convinced that Arch Manning could go out there and beat Michigan by 7.
I agree.
Oh, absolutely.
Seems too
But,
easy.
okay. Gucci, go ahead. Get into
All
yours.
right. So my 4 picks, my college picks this week, is I'm going Oklahoma State -10. Ollie Gordon, RB1 in the draft this year. Listen, just take it, all right? Oklahoma State's going to steamroll everybody. Fading Bolt is free money. Anyways,
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I kind of like to fade him if he didn't take Texas.
true. So Oklahoma State, I'm going to probably take Oklahoma State almost every week until probably the end of the year. I just love their offense so much with Ollie Gordon in the backfield. FAU -3.5. I'm going to be real here. I don't know FAU's team that well, but I know they're a demon in college football 25. So I'm taking them. That is my feel heart bet of the week. So that one's going to be a half a unit bet there. So nothing too crazy. I'm going to take the Minnesota Golden Gophers -23.5 at the time I took them. Minnesota is a sneaky good team that everyone always forgets about until championship time. I think
They're
they're
like Maryland. They'll get out 8 wins and then lose to good teams.
Yeah. I think Minnesota just rolls this game 35-3, something crazy like that. And then, of course, you got to go Texas -7. Bolton already talked about it, but Texas' offense this year is just insane. You got 2 elite quarterbacks. You have one, top 3, top 4 quarterback, depending on how you look at it, in Quinn Ewers in the what is it, league?
He must be just having a great time in college. The fact that he has not declared for the draft. Like,
oh yeah.
Arch Manning is pissed. Like, dude, come on, you're supposed to be gone 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think he's gonna wait out to see how the season goes, and then he'd be like, all right, fine, I'll go. But
Gucci, do you live in Texas?
Yeah, I live in San Antonio.
Are you a Texas fan?
I am.
FAU's head coach is Tom Herman. He came from Texas, so
I should have known that, bro. Tom Herman's an ass coach, though.
yeah.
But I mean, hey, I like FAU in the NCAA 25, and there's no logic behind it. All right, no IRL logic. It's just FAU gives me trouble in real life or in college football 25, so I'm taking them. But yeah, Texas' offense is just insane. Starter, second string, you can't get a break against them.
I know they got the Alabama transfer, the receiver that just went off last week.
Yeah. Plus,
how you feel about that, Timmy boy?
One hell of a coach.
I don't know.
They dropped 2 receivers in the first 2 rounds of the NFL draft and then just reload and just got better.
Yep.
Fair enough. But, man, we all like Texas, so you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen.
Follow it. Yes, Ryan.
Oh, good.
You said I could do it, Jake.
I know.
But you guys are going to go over Ginger's comment?
Yes.
If that bet hits, I'm getting college football 25.
Get it. I've been working a lot, but before I started working this new job, I put in over like 150 hours in like 2 weeks on that game.
Sounds about right.
Anyone can bring up Isaiah Bond's name on this show whenever they'd like for what he did for me last year in the Iron Bowl. I will love him forever. I'm sad he left, but catching that touchdown on 4th and 31 against Auburn, he'll have a special place in my heart forever. So
if there's one thing Tim likes more than Alabama winning, it is Auburn losing.
100%.
Okay, Timmy boy, you are on the clock here with your picks. Let me hear it.
It's a pretty boring week for college football. There's like 5 good games. There's one game that nobody has listed. It's I kind of want to talk about it, the Nebraska and Colorado game. Big rivalry game, and Colorado's supposed to – I mean, the experts don't have them being very good this year, but everyone's hoping that they're good this year. They're underdogs this week. That should be a fun game to watch. I'm sure everyone will tune into that one.
Well, if you
go ahead.
If you turn your head, or if you are watching this little black screen right here.
Oh, where you got them as a lock or something?
Oh, no, I don't have them as a lock, but I have Colorado money line as a fun free bet there at plus 215.
Oh,
you haven't beaten Nebraska in 5,000 days. You ain't going to beat them for another 300.
No, do not bet that. Please do
Colorado.
not take Colorado money line.
Wait, you just said they haven't beaten Nebraska.
Yourself.
No, Nebraska hasn't beaten Colorado in 5,000 days.
So you think Colorado's going to win the game?
Oh, yeah, give me the money line. I'm putting 100 on it.
You're high.
It's going to be a fun game.
Oh, it's going to be a great game to watch. It's the only game I'm looking forward to this week.
Well, Texas, Michigan.
Texas is going to beat the brakes off of Michigan.
Yeah.
Big noon kickoff, Texas, Michigan in the big house. Everyone and their mother will be betting Texas, and I love Texas this week, but as someone who's been gambling for as long as I have, I know a rat line when I see one, so I'm going to stay away from it. I'll take that over 42.5. Two what could be good teams. We still don't really know about Michigan this year. Texas obviously has a great offense. This is a 42.5 number. This isn't the NFL. This is college football. You need everything to go perfect for that to stay under 42.5. There can't be a defensive touchdown. There can't be a turnover in the other team's red zone. None of that. So I love that over 42.5 number. My second pick, I have Georgia minus 54.5. They're playing Tennessee Tech. If I learned anything from last week, besides the fact that LSU is a lost cause with that head coach of theirs, it's that these FCS programs are no longer what they used to be. And it's honestly getting very, very unfair. And I would imagine that in a few years, FCS isn't even playing FBS schools because it's starting to look like it's not even safe. If you just looked at the scores last week, it was insane.
What do you mean? Colorado almost lost to NDSU.
Okay, you're talking about NDSU. You're talking about the
I'm just saying. And all of a sudden, we're thinking Colorado money line against Nebraska. Like, I'm the fucking crazy one here.
Well, to be fair, if there's one FCS school that should be brought up, it's probably NDSU. And I'm not talking about Colorado. I'm talking about the best team in football, Georgia.
Yeah, no, I agree.
An SEC school. So I love Georgia minus 54.5. I can't imagine they let Tennessee Tech score. And I know Kirby Smart came from Alabama. He's not going to try to run up the score, but when you're playing against high schoolers, it's going to be hard not to. They did play Middle Tennessee State last week, who I also have on this board, and they ran up a few points, but I just can't see them matching up with Georgia at all. It's going to be a shit house. Third game, I have Ole Miss versus Middle Tennessee State, who I just mentioned, over 62.5. Jackson Dart and Ole Miss come out slinging the ball. And the complete opposite of Kirby Smart is Lane Kiffin. He will score 100 points if he can get to 100 points. I could see Ole Miss. I mean, they scored 73 last week. They could cover that number by themselves. Their defense isn't amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if Middle Tennessee State scores a touchdown or two, and then that number goes way over. And then last but not least, I have Bama versus Florida or FSU. Fuck, who are they playing?
No, they're playing Florida.
USF.
USF.
South Florida. They're playing South Florida. 31.5 seems super low to me. The team looked so good last week. They did play one of those FCS schools. I believe that the defense is going to be back to like 2011, 2009 Nick Saban defense, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Jalen Milroe can run the ball. We just got to see if he can get to throwing the ball a little bit better. 31.5 seems very easy to cover for me.
Okay.
I love those picks.
I love the over. I think Texas wins by 42.5 by themselves, honestly.
Think they win by 42.5?
Yeah.
No, they score 42.
They score the 42.5 themselves. They probably win 45-0. Like, let's be honest here. Michigan looked like dog water last week. They replaced an entire football team because they all got drafted, lost your head coach. They looked like they had no identity, no idea what they were doing.
I hear what you're saying, but it's still Michigan football. They don't have to look good.
Okay, Michigan football became relevant like the last 6-7 years. And if El Presidente is watching, they suck.
But they
have great idea. We've got like 40 people watching this thing. I don't think El Presidente is watching our stream.
But they have an identity, and they kind of stuck to that identity last week.
Well,
they're going to rely on that defense, and they're going to lean on the run. That's kind of what Michigan does. There's another game that I wanted. Almost took Georgia out because 54.5. It's just not fun, and no one's going to watch that.
Yeah,
game.
No, that sounds like a ass beating, and I can't believe they put it that high.
I wanted to bet on Tennessee. I love that quarterback they have, Nico. He looks like he could easily be an NFL talent. I like Tennessee this week as well. And with that note, I need another beer.
Bozo.
All right, Jake, what do you got?
Okay, like we see, I got Texas -7. That one we all seem to agree gonna happen. So I advise you bet that. Then I got Penn State, which, if we remember last week, Bolton for some reason thought West Virginia was going to make that a close game.
I did.
The only thing that made that a close game was how long it dragged out because of the rain delay.
I definitely thought the rain delay was going to help West Virginia's case. It did not. How do you get better at a 2-hour rain delay in a visitor's locker room that's the size of a closet? Somehow they come out more prepared.
And then Ryan should be happy about this one. I'm taking Notre Dame minus 28. They just went into a fight for their lives at Texas A&M in front of 108,000 fans, and they won. That
Can we talk about
defense
how
looked-
bad A&M's quarterback is? Sorry, I hate that goddamn school with every fiber of my being. So I am so fucking happy that that school is in shambles. Get out of the SEC. You're not him, pal. You're not him. Rant's over.
Texas
Did you
hasn't
say
even
100?
played a
big time
conference game
Woodman
yet.
fan. So
Jake, how many people did you say were at that game?
106,000?
I thought you said 180,000.
No, buddy. No. But Notre Dame, I forget who they're even playing, but give me the minus 28 because it's going to hit. And then Tennessee, they're good. Whether anybody wants to admit it or not, their sophomore quarterback who we watched it, Tim, at the casino last year at that bowl game. He won me a ton of money and couldn't be happier.
That kid is he's a baller.
So
Did,
I'm riding the Tennessee train until the wheels fall off.
Beat
Did
Alabama
the line
last
go
week.
down? Did that line go down a point or did it go up a point?
It did. It went down a whole point. When I bet it, it was minus 10, and then Tim was like, "It's at minus 9 now." So I was like, "Ooh, even better." Don't know why it's going down, but
I'll say that smells like a rat line too. It seems too
right.
easy.
Oh no, I look at it. I look at the Penn State, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. I feel like they're all rat lines. I'm not gonna lie.
Notre Dame is playing Northern Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Northern
Didn't
Illinois?
even know that was a school. So
I'm kind of just springing this on the boys, and they don't have to do it, but that is our college picks. And if you will, that is the end of the first quarter. And so why not?
I just opened this.
Let's
goddamn
do it,
12
I
boys.
just opened this one too.
I just opened this shit.
I'm getting a cold. You're gonna make me chug beer.
I do have to wake up at 2:45 in the morning for work. but-
I am going out
For
tonight.
all legal purposes, Tim did not say that. But cheers, boys. We got through the
It's
first
not
quarter.
8 hours from now, right? I don't know.
That's my boy Jody. I'll give him a DFS showdown.
I hate you.
Oh man, that was delicioso.
Oh yeah,
That
you
was
guys
so
like
cold.
you guys like my beers? Go Terps. Go Terps. Big turtle
Go
fans here.
Terps, he said.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Big
If-
turtle fans out here.
Anyone who's been a friend of mine for the last 7 years know that my favorite team to bet on in college football is Maryland. I bet them every single week.
Yeah, as long as you're not playing Penn State,
Doesn't matter. I hammer
Ohio
Maryland. I
State,
love them.
as long as you're not playing those teams, they'll win the rest of their games.
I love betting on Maryland. I love Mike Loxley, and Talia was there last year. I loved him. And
I liked when Raheem Jarrett was there. I've had him on my taxi squad for 2 years now. God forbid he can never see the field, but one of these days he'll do it.
Timmy, Jody said you gotta give him a lineup for tonight. So you
Yeah,
better
me
get on it.
me and him send lineups to each other every night. I'll give him one. We
I
got
know.
to What
Isn't
time's
he the
kickoff?
one that won like 10 grand or something?
Yeah, he did last year. At some point,
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was
Wow.
football or basketball or what.
I remember. But our next segment is the DFS DraftKings lineup. I'll just highlight it so
baby.
people can follow. And we'll do reverse order. I'll go first.
Well,
And,
now I need a beer.
This hurts not.
and Tim needs a beer.
I can do
Just
that.
so you know, boys, there's a beer chug at the end of each quarter. So
It's a good thing I have.
just get
No,
prepared.
I didn't know. Thanks for informing me.
Yeah.
Why
Kind of
don't
sprung
you
it
just
on him.
highlight one team at a time so we know what we're looking at?
Okay, I'll highlight one team at a time. So we are going
There we
my team, which is the biggest gamble, but the receivers are so nice. We got Anthony Richardson, and if we know anything, that man's going to run the ball.
We don't know anything.
Oh no,
I know
we
4
got the
games worth of him.
We got the 2 total games over 4 game sample. Okay,
I saw something crazy where it said that he had only played like 30 games since high school.
Since high school.
Yeah,
It's not
since
even
high
that many. It's not even that many.
It's
Look,
ridiculous.
boys, it's fantasy football. You don't need anything else but to run with your quarterback, and that is what Anthony Richardson gives you. I don't need him to pass the ball. I need him to run, and I need touchdowns, and I need the long ball when he scrambles. That's all you need in fantasy football.
I'm
So
gonna
give
be
me
honest,
him.
I'd be pretty stoked if he gets a deep ball out to A.D. Mitchell. I'm gonna be pretty happy.
Josh
Yeah,
Downs is out too.
If you're watching and you're a fan of the podcast, Eddie Mitchell is terrible, which means he's probably going to go off because I think he's terrible.
I think it's good.
Where's he from? He's from an SEC
UT.
school, I think.
He's from Texas.
He's from the University of Texas.
And he's the same idiot that said, I don't run my routes at 100%.
Oh, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
See?
what?
You
All right.
know it.
Takes a play off from time to time. That's fine.
No, you are an NFL professional athlete. You go 100% 100% of the time.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
It's called
I'm
hit him with the
sure they all
hezzy
do.
fake, dude. It's called hitting him with the hezzy fake. You're only running 80%, and then all of a sudden you hit that 4.3
Yeah,
speed down the sideline.
When you have Xavier Worthy on your team in college, I wouldn't run 100% every time either. Because
That's what I'm saying. You think he's
running?
running the bubble,
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy's got a bubble screen on the other side of the field. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to run this go route at 100%. No, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? That's why Texas can't make it to the national championship right there. Your attitude, you Texas boy right there.
Take that shit back right fucking now, or I'm ending the stream. Take it back. I'll hover over the button.
I ain't taking shit back.
Well, everybody, that'll do it this week for.
That won't do shit. But okay, and so to move along, I got Tajay Spears. I think he is the actual good running back. Tony Pollard, previous Texas or Dallas Cowboy running back, trash. They didn't re-sign him because of how bad he was, and they signed everybody.
Don't say
No,
he's
'cause they-
trash. He's not
No,
trash.
they just didn't want to fucking pay him. It's
Well,
it's
also,
fucking Jerry
he's a
Jones.
good change of pace back.
Yeah.
They need somebody else. He's not a 3-down back. He doesn't have the size.
He's
I'm
also
pretty
very
sure he
good.
still finished as like
Yeah.
top 10 running back last year, did he not?
He did.
Yeah,
then
because he had the carries, but his yards per attempt were ass.
I mean, he's also really good out of the pass too.
Okay, fair enough. But I think Tajay Spears will get the dinks dunks that you need. He gives you the catching ability and the speed to break a long one. And so that's what I'm betting on here. And then Javonte Williams, he is the 3-down back in that offense. They trust him. They got rid of Samaje Perine because they trust him. He's 2 years removed from that ACL tear. This is his year. I'm a big Javonte Williams fan, not just because, I like the Denver Broncos, but because for that value at $5,500, I think you're getting the best bang for your buck.
Have a
And
great.
that's what I was
5.5
looking
points
for
there.
because, as you can see, I went all out on my receivers here. I have Marvin Harrison Jr., the first receiver off the board in this draft. Bolton shaking his head as a Cardinals
I
fan.
don't know,
wanna
man.
hear
I'm
this.
a Cardinals fan. I don't know that he comes out and gets 15 targets, I think they're going to try to keep the ball away from Josh Allen. I think they're going to run it and run it and run it and then run it again and hit a couple of play actions to McBride. I don't know that Marvin Harrison's going to get the volume to be $7,200. That's
the
only my
Cardinals-
concern.
Do the Cardinals have a new coach or they keep their guy?
They kept the same guy, but
Come on.
what's awesome about the Cardinals is when Kyler Murray came back at the end of last year, week 10 and on, they were 10th in the league in total offense. Their defense is still god-awful. We did not get better on the defensive side of the ball. Their offense is, that's why I see the over, which I assume that's why Jake took that. The offenses are going to score, but we were also fourth in the league in rushing. James Conner averaged 5 yards a carry last year. We got a giant tight end in the third round that's just going to run people over so that way McBride can still go out for passes. It's going to be a heavy run team.
That's good for
JT,
fantasy.
you know it, buddy. It's what we do. We BS at our finest. Appreciate you joining, buddy. And then Harrison gets 8 targets. You know what? I'll take 8 targets.
If Harrison gets 8 targets, that would be amazing, considering
Yeah,
Xavier
I'll take
Worthy.
8 targets.
What
If
did
he
Xavier
gives
Worthy
me
have last
15
week?
points, I'm happy.
He'll probably
But then I got Tyreek Hill. He's a guaranteed 20.
Banger.
And then Justin Jefferson is quarterback proof, guaranteed 20.
nah, dude, it's spooky season. Oh, somebody's going to be out there seeing ghosts. Sam Darnold, dude, he's going to be seeing ghosts. It's spooky season. Football's back, dude.
And then because I went elite receivers, you got to go cheap here with the tight end flex. And so the flex I got is Greg Dulcich, which, when he's healthy, has performed on that field. And when you watch the preseason and what Bo Nix was doing, he was throwing it to the tight ends.
Who's the rookie quarterback's best friend, Jake?
The tight end. I like it.
Bo Nick's best friend's going to be the fucking turf.
Timmy, I will fly to North Dakota and whoop your ass for free.
Sorry,
dude.
not a Bo. I told you earlier in the year I'm going to root for Bo Nix because I like you, but I'm not a Bo Nix fan.
Same.
That's fair. That's fair. It's because he went to Auburn, isn't it?
How much do you think Jalen McMillan gets on the field, though?
He's the number 3 wide receiver, actually. So I think he actually sees the field a good bit.
Yeah,
And,
but he's not going to be their slot guy. He's their number 3 guy, as in behind
But why?
Mike Evans. So Mike Evans
And,
is going to have to take.
I have never heard of Jalen McMillan.
What?
He's
Yeah,
he was the 3rd receiver that got hurt for Washington. He got drafted.
The 3rd receiver that got hurt.
He didn't play.
No, he was the
all
3rd
until, like, the
receiver for
playoffs
Washington.
last year.
Like you had Adunze, Polk, and then you had McMillan.
McMillan was going to
Oh,
be
he
ahead
played on
of
he played on the
Polk for
Huskies.
sure.
Yeah, the Huskies.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
So
he was
gonna be ahead of
legit,
Polk
and
for
then he
sure
got
if
hurt.
get injured.
who the fuck does he play for now?
The
Bucs.
Tampa Bay
The
Bucks.
Oh, okay.
He got drafted by the Bucks. He fought off Palmer and the other dude that I can't remember his name. He's the 3rd receiver. All I'm
Dotson?
asking
He
for.
didn't beat Dotson. They traded Dotson. Oh, you're talking about the Bucks. I keep thinking you said Washington. I'm thinking Commanders, but you're talking about the Huskies.
Fair enough. Good point. I was like, what are you talking about here, buddy?
I've told you, I've never heard of this guy. I don't fucking know.
No,
what
that's
you're
fair.
talking about.
I think McMillan gets 3 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. That's
You're
what
high.
I'm banking on here. That's 12 points out of your flex for 3,300. That's what you want.
That's
You
it.
should-
Give
you
me,
should-
give me your prescriptions right fucking
Jake,
now,
if
buddy.
you think this guy gets a touchdown, you should bet it because his odds are probably plus 6,000.
Oh, probably.
Yeah,
And then
that's not
Denver's
wrong.
defense at the end of the year, it did nothing but get better. Yes, probably Gingy's typing as fast as he can, 70-20, but that defense has figured it out, got it better.
What about where'd your number 1 safety go?
The safety,
Yeah, Simmons. Where'd he run off to?
he went to Atlanta.
Oh, so we got better, huh?
No, that defense got better. And you're gonna see it.
After losing a top 5 safety in the league,
You mean top 2 because he wasn't all pro, but it's whatever.
Even worse.
and he's gone now. So, but he got better somehow.
Look, man, all I know is it's another jersey hanging in my closet with the rest of everybody.
You still got
But that's
Patrick
what Denver
Surtain,
does.
but he's only going to be able to cover one dude.
Jake, I don't know.
Defense
If
at the end of the year was a top 10 defense. I think they are just as good because Seattle, listen here, Seattle, brand new head coach, defensive head coach, brand new defensive coordinator who's never been a defensive coordinator before, brand new offensive coordinator who's never been an offensive coordinator before in the NFL. You think that's going to work?
Yeah.
Are you the biggest underdog of the week, or do the Patriots have you beat?
I think.
The Patriots have us beat.
Yeah, Patriots are -7. Broncos are what, -6.5. Cardinals are -6.5.
I wasn't here last week. Did Jake give his future thoughts for the Broncos for this season?
I did. You missed
Oh
it.
yeah, that was yesterday or
Was
last
it
week.
delusional or was he realistic?
Fun ticket for tonight.
Delusional.
Packers -1. Wicks
Delusional.
anytime touchdown. Barkley first touchdown scorer. Look, JC, I love all that minus the Packers because not gonna lie, the Packers are gonna get smacked.
Plus
No, give me
26
Packers
on
money
this.
line, dude.
Packers
money line.
money fucking line, buddy.
Oh
Eagles
my
are
god,
frauds.
no. Give me the
Fraud.
Eagles 1,000 points.
You're high.
Because dude, it's not
Crazy.
even close. The Packers are not good. They are not good.
The Packers are good.
They
Really
have
good.
they have 3, like decent wide receivers, a good tight end, a great running back, and they still have
A great
Ari
quarterback.
Alexander out there. Like they still have a
You
really
did not
good
just say a great quarterback.
Yes,
For a
they
guy
have.
that
They do.
played
He's
one
the
season.
highest paid player in the league for a reason.
Look, Gucci, you don't get to say anything. Your Cowboys got their ass beat.
You don't
in
get
the
to say
wild
anything.
card.
You didn't even fucking get third in your division last year, buddy.
Jake, have you
We
watched
actually did get third, buddy.
Oh, bio.
have you
Fucking
watched
back
football for
straight.
the last
We
20
actually
years?
tied for second.
The Packers do not allow bad quarterbacks. If you play for the Packers, you're going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Ooh,
I'm just going.
JC, I want to know their. Let me know their record because honestly, international games, I can't think of anybody but the Jags playing them. So I'm kind of
Cardinals
curious. About
always
that.
go to Mexico City and lose, but there we go.
And also, JC, you being a Vikings fan is really interesting that you're taking the Packers so bad. But that means you're thinking logically and not
Knows
with your
ball.
heart. But
JC knows ball.
All right, we got to keep this moving if we're going to get this podcast over with before the game starts.
yeah, right. We got 30 minutes. It's fine.
Watch the game with the boys.
Yeah, right. But Timmy, or wait, Yeah, Timmy, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. I got Tua for $7,000. It's two Florida teams playing in the scorching heat. They're probably going to put up 70 points.
You know it's
And
raining, right?
Say what?
It's raining. It's a rain game.
No, I did not. But
Yes,
don't
it's a rain
care.
game.
Don't care.
If it's not cold, take Tua.
Yes, I love this game. The Dolphins early in the season can score points. I'm with Jake. I like Tajay Spears. I think that Will Levis is going to have a pretty big breakout year. I'm a believer in Will Levis. I think he shouldn't have fell as far as he did in the draft. He might. Never mind. Not going to go there. He's going to dump the ball off to Spears a few times. Spears is going to get his. Zamir White, like Jake said about Javonte, he's a 3-down back. I think the Raiders are not going to be as explosive on offense as people wish. I think Zamir White's going to get the ball a lot. They're going to run the clock, and they're going to play kind of like Tennessee Titan-esque football from last year. Then you got B.S.ing at $7,700. I love the Falcons this year. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be the king of dump-off passes to B.S.ing. I know everyone's high on Kyle Pitts for some fucking reason, like they have been the last 4 years. He's Kyle Pitts. Drake London is a good wide receiver, but I don't expect Kyle Pitts to take anything away from B.S.ing. What, did I fill it out wrong?
What's going on here?
Oh no.
Oh,
Rick.
what's going on here?
Oh Jesus, he messed it all up.
No, it's fine. I'm sure I remember all my picks.
No,
Control
that's
Z
fine. I fixed it.
right now.
I got KJ Osborne from the a
There
lot
we
of people who probably aren't as nerdy as us probably don't even know he's on the Patriots. I know they have Demario Douglas, but if I was going to pick any cheap wide receiver, I was looking down the board and I saw KJ Osborne. I figured Jacoby has to throw the ball to somebody other than Demario Douglas, so I'll take KJ Osborne. Maybe he gets a touchdown if the Patriots score a touchdown.
Mario Douglas also isn't good. Like, he dropped like a 40-yard bomb in the preseason. It's like, come on.
And KJ Osborne has shown flashes of he could be good. I mean, I know he was behind JJ on that team, and then obviously Addison, but
he's been behind JJ. I think he was even there when Stephon was there.
Yeah.
Like that dude's just a perennial.
KJ's not a
wide
terrible
receiver.
player.
Yeah, he's a nice secure catcher. So like out of him.
I got Chig Okonkwo as my tight end. Like I was talking about Will Levis, so I kind of got two Titans here. I'm hoping that Will Levis, like you guys said, it's not his rookie year, but he's just still a young second year guy. Rookies love their tight ends. Chig is an athletic tight end. Kind of reminds me of Isaiah Likely that we saw last night. Maybe closer to Kyle Pitts-esque, but I think he's going to have a better career than Kyle Pitts. I love Chig. Jake moved me around here. Did I mention Drake London yet?
Nope.
Okay, Drake London. I just said that I think he's a great option for the new quarterback they have there. Fuck, what's his name? I'm blanking.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is going to pound his mitts. I love Drake London this year. I think he's definitely going to have the best seasons he's ever had. It's the only good quarterback he's had as a second-year guy. And then I'll go with the Panthers as my defense. I don't give a shit about defense. Panthers honestly weren't terrible on defense last year. They're playing the Saints. Dennis Allen, worst coach in the league, so I'll take the Panthers.
They also got rid of Brian Burns.
Yeah, I would say they lost their only good player.
Yeah, but like I said, Dennis Allen, Saints, Derek Carr, defense doesn't really matter to me.
Derek Carr is going to heave it deep to Raheed Shaheed.
But to me, defense is just a straight crapshoot. If you don't get a touchdown, your defense is kind of irrelevant.
All right.
I respect it.
Who's up? Me?
Yeah, I was about to say everything I like except the double Titans. Because, I mean, if you believe in Levis, that should be a good pick. But
I think Chig is going to be his goal line guy, and I think they'll get into the red zone a few times.
Okay. Up next is Gucci.
All right.
Red Bolton.
Rip.
I'll let Bolton go. Bolton said he was.
I just did reverse order.
And
But
I'll say this: if you want to come in first place in DraftKings, stack teams.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
fair enough.
So my team, I went with Jared Goff solely because I just wanted to stack with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I really didn't want to spend a lot of money on quarterbacks here, so it was between him and Amon or Baker and Mike Evans. But obviously, Amon-Ra is probably just going to be a better option all around, and Goff probably is going to be a better option. Zamir White, he's going to be the workhorse going up into, where's he playing? Chargers. So he'll get a lot of carries. With that, I'm going to go to the other side and say Gus Edwards. He may not have all the yards, but you guarantee he's going to have all the touchdowns. So if they even sniff the 10-yard line, Gus Bus is getting that 3 carries in a row. He's going to punch that thing in. After that, it kind of turns into a crapshoot. I like Romeo Doubs tonight. I don't know which Packers receiver is going to go off, but one of the three will. And I just took a stab in the dark. They're all around that 5,600 range, 5,500 range. Nobody knows which one's going to go, but I hope it's Romeo Dobbs. I like Scary Terry. With a new quarterback, I think he's going to try to build a really good chemistry with Jaden Daniels. Give me that one. Kyle Pitts, I'm ready to be hurt again. Let's do it.
Same.
And
Oh,
then,
ain't that the truth, dude?
yeah.
I traded for him in so many fantasy football leagues.
Ready to
And
be
then
hurt again.
literally last week, hamstring injury. And I was just like,
He tweeted that he's playing. He's like,
Yeah, he
"Wow,"
said
like,
he said he's
I'm
good.
going.
okay.
Thanks, Chandler. You want to see something crazy? Oh, you can't see me. I'll wait for your message to go away.
Ooh.
Bald.
Hey, I like Chandler. I like the purposes.
All right.
Hope you enjoyed the camera
Let's
stars.
see. After that, Malik Neighbors, I feel like this may actually be a guy that's going to get 12 to 13 targets. I think it's very doable easily. I think Malik Neighbors is a safer pickup than Marvin Harrison, and he's cheaper. And then defense, I don't give a shit about. I picked the Cardinals because they were the cheapest option, and realistically, we don't know who in the hell Josh Allen's going to throw the ball to. Khalil Shakir seems to be their best option, and he's all of 5'10". Like
I love that you just said that man's name because it's the truth.
I mean, but realistically, that's wide receiver 1. Like that's not good. That is not a good go.
Oh, you're scared shitless, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to get 12 targets, and you're happy with that?
No, he's going to spread it out. He's not getting
No.
12 targets, and he's going to spread it out. There's going to be a lot
He's
of
still got their tight
Curtis
ends.
Samuel. I bet you Curtis Samuel has like a 700-yard, receiving year. Keon Coleman's going to do exactly what Keon Coleman does. He's going to drop wide open deep bombs like he did at FSU. It's going to happen.
Rip.
So I don't know. The Cardinals defense was 31st in the league last year. They were god awful, and we just didn't get any better. But I still like the Cardinals coming out and winning this. Don't bet that. I'm going to do it because I'm a homer, but I'll throw them out there for the hell of it.
Fair enough. I don't hate it. Don't hate it one bit. Man, Gucci, that just leaves you for your DFS bet.
It
And for
does.
those that are just now watching, please go to our YouTube page. Just like and subscribe it. You don't even have to turn on the notifications, but we do appreciate everything you do. And we will be making sure that we keep updates here. If you look at my screen, we do our weekly scores, and that is how you get to wear that beautiful hat that Bolton has on his head.
That's because last week was only college, damn it. It was only college last week. I'm an NFL guy.
Fun fact, I've never worn that hat in my life. So the streak will continue.
We'll see about it. We will see about it. Ooh.
Anywho, let's get into the best DFS lineup that you will see all weekend long. My quarterback.
A lot of similarities between ours.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of think alike sometimes. I'm gonna do the Dolphins stack with Tua and Tyreek that Jody pointed out. I think that is gonna go for 45 plus points this weekend. So that is a no-brainer to me. So that's where all my money went. 7K on Tua and 8-7 on Tyreek. I got super cheap on my running backs. I went Cam Akers and Brian Robinson Jr. I like Cam Akers on the Texans now. I know he's not the feature primary option on that offense, but I really do like his goal line chances, and it's his first year off the ACL tear, so I think he's gonna have a nice breakout year off of that ACL tear. Brian Robinson Jr. I'm gonna be honest here. I think he was the best running back at that price that I had left.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Gus Bus?
Yeah, absolutely. Gus Bus.
Oh yeah, no, I think Brian Robinson is going to shock a lot of people.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson is not going. He is a downhill runner for goal line situations, and Jaden Daniels is a shotgun passer, right? If they're going to do the read option, it's going to obviously be with Eckler.
I mean, let me tell you something right here, buddy. There's no way in hell they're going to put a rookie quarterback in shotgun on the fucking goal line, buddy. All right?
I understand that, but in terms of the other 90 yards of the field.
What gets you more points? Like, I can take two 1-yard
If
touchdowns.
Eckler gets a 90-yard run and then Gus Bus gets a 10-yard touchdown carry, the 90 yards get you there.
Yeah, Eckler costs more money.
Brian Robinson, baby, roll tide.
Yes. Well, I don't know about that. But
He almost said it.
Taking Brian Robinson
You
over
almost
Gus Bus,
said it.
though, like I don't know if I like
Yes.
that.
brother, you took Gus Bus last year in the fucking playoffs, and he got you 3 fucking points, and they were on the goal line multiple times.
The new team.
Same fucking player. Same fucking player.
New
Yeah.
team.
Anyways, all right. So we're going God damn. We're going wide receiver 1 for the Commanders. Scary Terry, 5,600. I think this is an amazing price for Scary Terry. I think he is gonna go off this week. I think he gets 8 or 9 targets, maybe 90 plus yards. I might throw that on my price picks demon slate if he's available. I think he's just a viable wide receiver 1 in that Washington offense. We already talked about Tyreek with the Tua stack. I'm wide receiver 3. I'm going Chris Godwin. I think he is a sneaky pick every single week, and he is always undervalued on DraftKings DFS. At 5,800, I love him in that spot. I think he can easily get you 50 yards, possibly a touchdown, 5, 6, 7 catches. Little slants, little ends. I love that pick. I'm going Kyle Pitts strictly for his price point and the fact that they are free from the shackles of Arthur Smith.
Amen, brother.
I am a believer this year. Last year, I believe for 1 week and 1 week only, and that was it. If you remember my rant from last year, I believe in Kyle Pitts this year. I think he can give you a good 10 to 12 points at $4,600. My flex is going to be Rachaad White for the Buccaneers. So I'm going another stack. I have a lot of stacks if you look here. I think Rachaad White is the number 1 feature back in the AFC South. I said it. Hot take. And I think he gives me at least a touchdown, 80 yards, and I will be very content with 17 to 20 points out of him. And I'm going with the Commanders defense because they are going to have a really good defense this year. They have bolstered up with their new head coach. Where did he come from?
Who? What? I wasn't.
The boys.
I wasn't listening. I was thinking about how you said that they were in the AFC.
I'm in NFC. My bad.
I was going to be a smartass and say, what about Travis Etienne? But
anywho, Commanders defense is going to be really good this year under Dan Quinn. He always
Dan
has.
Quinn is a really good defensive coach, but they lost all of their defensive linemen.
That's fine. I think they give me one.
What about Deron Payne? Where's he at?
I think
Is he still there? I think he went somewhere.
I think he went somewhere.
Pretty sure he's still there. Beast. Roll Tide.
This motherfucker.
Sorry, they're everywhere.
Well,
There.
ladies and gentlemen, that is our DFS lineup right there.
I want to make a quick comment about this. Tight ends are so expensive week 1. It's ridiculous. I feel like next week and then week 3, week 4, you can find cheap tight ends. You could not find cheap tight ends week 1.
No, it was actually rough, but they don't know how a bunch of these tight ends are going to perform. You got Kyler Murray throwing to McBride, but he also has Marvin Harrison Jr. You got Kyle Pitts.
But McBride was like $7,700. It was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that was insane. I love McBride, and there was nothing I can do to make
Like
sure I got it.
next week, a lot of people are going to get Likely for less than $4,000, maybe. Like,
No, they're gonna inflate his price.
They're gonna
He's
jump
gonna
be
be over
jack
5.
that one up there.
What I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of tight ends next week that people see and they're like, this guy can score me 2 touchdowns, and you can't find that this week.
Boys, you want to know what I love the most about our DFS lineups here? That I hope a lot of ladies and gentlemen are following along with.
Ass defenses.
Yeah,
We win with the cheapest motherfuckers you can find, and that is how we do it. And that's how we like our DFS lineups because you need the money.
You got to stack your QB with your wide receiver, which Jake didn't do, and then you got to get a cheap defense.
I don't trust Anthony Richardson to throw to a receiver.
Then why take him?
Michael Pittman did really well when Anthony Richardson was on the field.
You know what? You want to show me that? Pull up those stats there, Chief. But, boys, with that, you know what time it is. It's the halftime beer chug.
I like this. I like this a lot.
I'm going to be a man of my word.
Better than shotgunning because it doesn't hurt nearly as much.
Well, let the record be shown I'm not last. I just got my beer.
I'm not last.
Ran out of that.
No, we don't think you're lying, but we'll uncover it so you can chug it.
This one was a 1/4 inch. That's all I had left.
a quarter inch.
Same. I mean, what?
I absolutely hate that though because 100% we have 10 minutes, which I actually think we could do.
We can do it.
It's not till 7:20, right?
Yeah,
Oh, is it not
7:20.
till 7:20?
Yeah,
Oh, we got plenty of time then,
Yeah,
ladies
plenty
and
of time.
gentlemen.
I'm having
Right,
fun.
Swift, get your ass back in here.
This is week 1. We can have fun. And this is
Yeah,
going to roll
sure.
everybody right into the game. It's going to be good.
But yes, if you want to give us your picks, like the bets you like, what you don't like, who you think is going to be the clown of the week,
Gross.
I
fly,
guarantee you I'm
Eagles,
not
fly.
gonna-
Hey, buddy.
Absolutely
I'm here for you.
disgusting scum.
All right.
Don't ever comment that shit again.
How many
Okay. Oh my God.
how many games did we get out of Anthony Richardson? 2?
Dude, I just need this one because it's the
I
only
thought
one
it was
I've bet
2.
so
You guys
far.
said 4. You guys
I
said
did
4
2.
earlier. I
2.
thought it was
Yeah, he got
2.
hurt in the Houston game. Anyways, week 1 against Jacksonville, Michael Pittman, 8 receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Week 2, Anthony Richardson got hurt halfway through that game. 8 receptions, 56 yards. Those are good numbers.
You've had me worried ever since you said it was going to rain in that Miami game, and I can't.
No, it's always going to rain in Miami. It's just little showers.
Can't quit looking at the radar. I think we
Yeah.
might be.
Your
okay.
mom. All right.
Love it.
Anyways, proved you wrong, Jake.
Ooh.
That's facts.
Okay, Gingy, if you want to make this bet, we will bring you on air to do a Stone Cold when you lose that bet.
Ginger can't do Stone Cold.
Stingy, I need you to recruit some crew chiefs to line up. I need some fucking help up here.
Good luck. They're all fucking dumb in whatever state he's in.
Just
Green
hurt
Bay plus
the-
3 poker guts, man.
I love it.
Dude,
I
it's
love
going to
it.
be real embarrassing when the Eagles smack the Packers. And I'm not an Eagles fan. If that
I
wasn't
really-
blatantly obvious by my background.
Fun
I
fact.
really wish this
fact,
game was not
The
in
Eagles
Brazil.
got booed coming out in Brazil.
I just wish this game was not in Brazil. I don't
I
like
just
that.
don't understand the whole don't wear green in Brazil for the gang relation, and you pick 2 green
Two
teams
fucking
to
green
go to
teams.
Brazil.
And their soccer team is fucking green.
I don't get it. All right, let's get to what are we getting to? Some 3-team parlays. This is where I'm
Let's
going
do
to
it.
start.
Oh, yeah,
cooking.
no,
This is where I'm gonna
okay.
start
This is where
cooking.
Bolton says it's his bread and butter,
Start
ladies
cooking.
and gentlemen. But I also need Tim to pick somebody else besides the Bucks and Commies because they don't play this week.
Who? What do you mean?
This one right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me
Really
see.
not?
What
They
did I
do
mean to
play.
put?
They do play this week. Absolutely.
Yeah, they do.
They 1,000% play this week.
Oh, well then,
How drunk are you?
what I looked up was wrong.
Yeah, I can tell you
Oh,
right
that
now.
is
They
next
play.
week's game slate that I looked up.
Wait, all of your picks are from next week?
No, not mine. I went through and was like to follow this.
Was that a tornado?
Someone's in a fucking wind tunnel.
Keep going, Jake.
But okay, well, never mind. Forget what I said. But who hasn't gone yet?
We already
That
did
was it.
DFS.
That was
We're at
it.
3
We're on
legs.
3 teams.
This man
No,
is
that's what I'm
drunk.
saying.
Marcel
No, like,
This man is drunk as hell.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
even. No, this,
We're only in quarter number. We just started quarter 3, dude.
we just started quarter 3. Yes, I know.
Gassing out.
Gassing out. I got Tampa Bay -3.
It's hard for me to bet that game because I don't know what Commanders team is going to come out, and I don't know what Bucks team is going to come out.
I'll
Yeah,
get
no,
to
it's
it.
hard because you don't know what Baker Mayfield team you're going to get. Is it the one that smacked the Eagles or the one that can throw for like
Well,
100 yards
let's
barely?
This is-
pump the
like,
brakes
this is-
here.
this
Let's
is-
pump
this
the
is what's
brakes
weird
here.
about
Anybody
the
can smack
Commanders.
the Eagles.
This is what's weird about the Commanders. The Commanders win games they're not supposed to. For instance, the
I like that.
Commanders, even though the Cardinals are always terrible, the Commanders are right there with us. The Commanders beat the shit out of the Cardinals like the last 4 out of 5 meetings, and we're even on shit teams. But somehow the Cardinals will go out and beat the Eagles. They'll go out and beat the Bills or something like that. But we lose to the Commanders. I don't get it. But
Real
for some
quick,
reason that team does decent against
Real-
random teams.
Real quick, let me talk about this pick here that Poker Guts has on. I love this pick. I have a 3-team or a 3-leg parlay tonight on tonight's game. It's Christian Watson more than 38.5 receiving yards. I think he is the featured number 1 receiver
I like
tonight
that.
for the Packers.
There's no proof for that, but yeah, go ahead.
It will be. Trust.
He's going
I
to get
got-
one ball for 38 yards is what's going to
No, I
happen.
was about to say he's going to
Yeah.
catch one pass for 40 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Hamstring issue.
That's it. That's all I
You're
need.
good.
That's all I need. I got Josh
Featured
Jacobs.
number 1. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be featured. And then before he gets hurt. I got Josh Jacobs over 16.5 receiving yards. I think that is money. I think he gets 30 to 40 tonight. And my last one that I'm sweating out, I fucking hate the pick, but I had to put a third one in there for the money. I got Saquon over 64.5 rush yards.
I love it.
$10 to win 80.
Yeah. That's it. I like it.
I wanted to speak on that because Poker Guts and we locked in, twin.
Well, also, it's probably pretty good that you said that now because the game starts in 25 minutes. So if people want to bet that. All right, Jake. Let's hear your 3-teamer here.
Oh no, we're gonna let Tim go first.
All right, Tim.
Okay. Steelers Falcons. I got the over 41.5. I heard the news today that Russell Wilson has like a calf strain or something. I'm hoping that Justin Fields plays because I love Justin Fields way more than I even think about liking Russell Wilson. And I was talking about Kirk Cousins and the Falcons' new offense earlier. Bolton alluded to it earlier. Arthur Smith is out of there. I think they're going to score some points. And I like the Steelers to put up at least 10, 15 points, 10 to 16 points. And I think that the Falcons can get the rest of that and go over that number. Seems like a low number because I'm guessing they assumed that Russell Wilson would be the quarterback. I'll move on to the Dolphins minus 3.5. Bolton said that it might be raining there. Doesn't really affect the minus 3.5 number to me. I think the Dolphins are going to score 45 points. Hopefully the Jags can keep up enough to put that number over. But they only need 4 points to get that number over. So I think the Dolphins are going to go. They're going to go bazooka first week of the year, probably first 6 weeks of the year, and then they're going to fall off like they did last year because it's the Dolphins.
Always.
I will be rooting for the Dolphins this year. I want to make that known. I am deep into Tua Non. I am a massive Tua fan. I'll be rooting for him until I was a Titans fan for the last few years because I love Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry went to the Ravens. I'm not a Ravens fan. Can't do it. So I'll be a
Did
Dolphins.
they say
why aren't you a
what
Ravens
was going
fan?
on with Jalen Waddle? Is he going to be fine? Or
Yeah, he's playing. They came out. Adam Schefter said today that he is playing.
But Tim, I want it on record here because you are on the show. Why don't you like the Ravens?
I don't like Lamar Jackson.
And why don't you like Lamar Jackson?
Because everyone else thinks that Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL. They put him in the tier with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, and he does not belong in that tier.
It's almost like he missed 2 wide open receivers.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't like our take, go look at the last 3 plays.
But they don't mention it,
game last
man.
night.
They don't mention it. They praise him like
Never.
he had the best game ever. They don't mention it.
bad.
For some reason, like Tua will throw 1 interception. I saw they did a players poll, and the players named the most overrated quarterbacks and every other receiver or every other position. They said Tua was the most overrated quarterback. Who the fuck is overrating Tua? All I hear is Tua slander all the time. That's all I ever hear.
This
Also,
is
you want to talk
because
about slander?
They give Tua the overrated title because he doesn't have the arm strength to throw it 65 yards, but he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to throw it 65 yards.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't hear anybody praising Tua. So how could he possibly?
Dude, I have a lot of Tua stakes and a lot of fantasy super flexes because I know what's going to happen.
I love Tua, the most accurate quarterback in the NFL, gets the ball out fast, has the receivers to be able to get the ball out fast. He's going to be a great NFL quarterback.
I don't care if he can read a fucking defense or not.
He can read a defense. I'm glad he got paid.
If Mike McDaniels is telling him like, hey, at 2.5 seconds, this in route's going to be there, just throw it and it'll be open, then throw it because he gets the yards. I don't care if he can read that or not. As long as somebody's telling him what to do, he's fine.
They got the runs.
No, I agree with you.
Yep.
I don't know what the Ravens were thinking. They literally, that first drive where they used him, 5 rushing attempts, and they went down and scored.
Yeah.
You
Why?
got to think.
Okay, but what does that sound like though? Like last year when they fucking lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
I was about to say,
Lamar
was their
put that in
fucking
his own
problem.
hands for a reason. Lamar knew what he was doing, but also that 4th down conversion where they were really hoping that they were going to be in man-to-man defense, and it was like a cover 1.
Yeah.
Corners are going to play the under, and you could tell like the minute Zay Flowers took the slant inside, and McDuffie immediately came under. It's like, why did you only have a 1 read play on 4th and 2?
I think the goal of that
to
play.
be fair,
I think Nelson
to be
Aguilar
fair.
missed it. I think Nelson Aguilar missed
Aguilar
his block.
missed
stupid.
that block. That was his only job. He ran a route. He ran a slant route.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, the slant route was, they were hoping it was man, so McDuffie was going to follow,
Yeah.
right? Because then it's going to be wide. But you only had one option on that play. They were hoping it was man to man. It wasn't. It was zone. McDuffie immediately just said the linebackers got him, and
Well,
he
then
came
there you
down.
go. You should have thrown it to Aguilar if it wasn't man, and Lamar should be able to realize that, but he
Oh, I
didn't.
know. I'm just saying it was a shit play call
Yeah,
altogether.
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Based off what Poker Guts is saying, I am not overreacting to the week 1 of Derrick Henry with the Ravens. They did play the Chiefs, who last year had one of the best defenses in the NFL. Just like I'm not overreacting to Mark Andrews. Like, I'm not dropping Mark Andrews to pick up Isaiah Likely just yet because they were double teaming and triple teaming him the whole game.
No, but I'll drop my wide receiver 6 for Likely and AMD.
Yeah,
All right, first of all, if y'all are playing in leagues where Likely is available,
It's not, dude. I'm in only
get your
dynasty.
game
I only
up,
am in
okay?
dynasty leagues.
No, Derrick Henry's going to still score 12 to 13 touchdowns this year. He's going to be fine at where people were drafting him early second round, maybe late second round. He's going to be fine.
I also didn't like the fact that they telegraphed when Derrick Henry was getting the ball. The minute
Yeah.
Lamar
When do
was
the
under
Ravens
center-
ever line up in the I formation? When's the last time you saw the Ravens?
Well,
line
what
up
I don't
in-
understand is like, so the minute Lamar's under center, you're like, oh, Derrick Henry's getting this ball.
But
It's not
to be
even a
fair,
question.
he did that with Tennessee, and it was like, yeah, we know he's getting the ball, but can we stop it?
But you can still line up in the pistol,
But
right?
Derrick
That way,
Henry-
you still have Lamar 3 yards off, the center, so he can still do what he needs to do, and you
Did y'all
still
see the
have
press
right, you
conference at
still
the
have,
end?
huh?
Did y'all see the press conference at the end where Lamar said that Likely scored a touchdown?
Yeah, I did. And then Likely
Dude,
said
I
he
was
wasn't-
like, what are you doing?
Likely also said he wasn't worried about the Chiefs, which is kind of crazy.
LMFAO.
I just don't understand why there wasn't more pistol. Like,
But
at least in pistol,
Bolton,
you
I
can,
hear what I hear what
pass
you're
out of
saying,
it a
Bolton,
little
but
easier. I don't know.
historically, Derrick Henry with a head of steam from the I formation, he's very tough to beat.
Also,
it's the
but
same thing in pistol. Derrick Henry's still 7 yards back.
Yeah,
and
but
you still have Lamar off of the center's ass. He could just, pitch the ball over and he's good to go.
two things I want to make note of. One, as Bolton said last night in the group chat, where the fuck is the wishbone?
Dude, I want some fucking Navy football.
We
If you
want
are,
to see
Where is the wishbone?
you have Lamar. You have who the hell's their backup behind Derrick Henry?
Justice Hill.
Justice Hill.
Yeah,
You have Justice Hill, Patrick Ricard, and Derrick Henry. Right? So you've got Patrick
Why don't you
Ricard,
run it?
They're not gonna do it.
He's 280-pound fullback.
They
Let him
think-
go run somebody over, run some fucking fear. It's going to be hilarious, and they're going to get 10 yards of carry.
It's been 4 years now. They think Lamar Jackson can win them a Super Bowl. They're not going to run the wishbone. They're never
They
gonna
got
run
rid
it.
of,
They're
they
not
got
running
rid of
those.
Joe
That's the
Flacco
problem.
for that.
That's the
That-
problem.
They got rid of
I'm
Joe
saying.
Flacco, who took the Browns to the playoffs.
He won a
For
Super
Lamar
Bowl.
Jackson because he runs fast.
True.
I
All right,
have
so
some
that's
Facebook posts like 5 years ago.
All I'm
that says
saying is,
Lamar
if you don't
Jackson's
want to
gonna be
pass,
irrelevant.
why not just run the fucking veer offense with all of the weapons you have back there? You
But
might
they
as well
do
give
want
her
to
a go.
pass. They want Lamar to win them a game.
Zay
and he-
Flowers is not good though.
I want to see
I don't know.
just
I don't know.
direct snap to Henry in the shotgun, who runs a read option to Lamar.
That'd be fucking sick.
Dude, that would be dope. Why not do that?
At least
One of
once.
the-
That
One
was
of the
probably
best-
going to be the 2-point call if they scored that touchdown then in the game.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see
Derrick Henry
the
jump
2-point
pass.
call.
They knew what their 2-point play was because the minute that pass was caught, before they even reviewed it, Harbaugh was like
Got up.
2 immediately. They knew what the play was. They had something drawn up immediately.
Derrick
Yeah,
Henry's
I
going to
knew.
be a good
I-
fantasy running back this year. I'm sure of it.
I think
Bro, they're about to
I
run
think-
the option with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and be like, Lamar, if it's open, run it
Dude,
in
they
from the
only
3-yard
ran
line.
the read option 3 times, and it was like a
Yeah.
10-yard game each play.
I don't understand it. So that was my first one. I think here's my hot take. I think Derrick Henry is in purgatory this year because of the way they run that team through Lamar. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. We're done here. My second point to last night's game was, or with Derrick Henry, was you knew exactly what was gonna happen when it was gonna happen because Derrick Henry was in. Yeah, we're gonna do a read option 3 times, or we're gonna give it to him on the eye. If he goes out, it's a fucking pass or
Yeah.
Lamar's scramble. It's not hard to scheme against that as a defense.
No. The
Fucking
minute they were in
Harbaugh, get your
shotgun and
fucking
Justice
shit
Hill's
together.
next to you, it's like, oh, Justice Hill's going to run a
Oh,
swing
crazy.
route. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
he's
he's
like-
jumping
yeah.
off to
Fair,
him. Look,
it's
there
been-
he is.
it was that way in Tennessee the whole time Derrick Henry was there too. If he was on the field, he was getting the ball.
Yeah.
It was just, can you stop it?
Okay.
You signed
Okay,
it
we got-
back
we
like
got-
that
we
for
got
a reason.
sidetracked. We got sidetracked hard. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Wait, I got
We
one
got
more
10
pick.
minutes.
Yeah,
We got
Tim,
10 minutes.
Tim, finish it out.
Okay, I got Bucks commies under 42.5. Rookie quarterback, first game of the season. I love the under in this game. I'm a Jaden Daniels believer, but it is his first game in the NFL. I love the under. Bucks commies.
Okay. Cool. Okay, that's Tim's 3-teamer. Gucci, go.
Cool. I'm going very Texas heavy this week. I got the Texans minus 2.5 against the Colts.
Are they in the Loud House? Are they in the Loud House?
I think they're at home. I want to say.
The Texans are.
Oh no, they're at the Colts.
Yeah, they're
at the Loud House, dude.
Yeah.
They're at the Loud House.
No, man, I think it's gonna be. I don't like the over/under for this game because it could go either fucking way with, division rivals. But I do love the Texans team. I think they have a bunch of good players at every position on offense. I think they do win this game on a last-second field goal. I think it's going to be one of the better games of this week. So I'm going Texas minus 2.5, last-second field goal for the win.
Anybody remember what the Texans' first play on offense was when they played Week 2 against Indy last year?
Nope.
It's a 75-yard bomb to Nico Collins. One play tutty.
Played at Alabama for one season. Roll Tide.
Jesus
Christ. Hey, Poker Guts. We appreciate you, dude. We appreciate everything you do. And,
thank you, buddy.
Please go follow Poker Guts and what he did because please sub because that's all we ask. Once we get to 300, we're going to do a giveaway. If y'all don't know me, and Tim can testify to this, I collect sports cards like they're going out of style. And we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway pretty much throughout the entire football season. I got cards for days. And follow us on Twitter. Follow our YouTube page because we're going to be doing the giveaways. And that's the easiest way to make sure you're in those giveaways. Yeah. So I appreciate it, Poker Guts.
Plus, there's a show for everything sports related. There's baseball. They talk hockey. We do our sports bets on Friday.
If you're late 20s, early 30s, and a degenerate and like drinking and watching sports, this is the podcast for you.
This is it, buddy.
Is the podcast for you. I can tell that the boys are starting to get a little buzz going because I'm getting a little speech after my speech, and I love it.
Yeah. All right, Gooch.
All right,
what
here
else
we go.
Got?
We got America's team money line plus 118. This is a joke. I don't care where they're playing, who they're playing. They're winning week 1. Dak is on a mission to get that contract extension. Dak is going to be top 2 MVP voting and not number 2. Here we go.
Deion's kids going to Cowboys next year, calling it.
False. They're actually. Don't be surprised if today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow because it's really late.
I do like the Cowboys money line.
I love the money line.
And my dad is a huge Cowboys fan, so I was kind of walking him through this game as well. He was really worried about the Browns being the number 1 defense last year. But I also had to explain to him the Cowboys were the number 1 offense last year.
Yeah. I think the X factor for this game is going to be the rookie Tyler Guyton at left tackle on an island against the DPOY in Myles Garrett. But the good thing is Tyler Guyton's got really good feet under him, and Myles Garrett likes to line up in the fucking 13 technique spot. Like that motherfucker loves being all the way out there.
But I still think that the Cowboys offense will get enough done. I don't have faith in Deshaun Watson and that offense. I think that if you can stop the run against the Browns, like you're going to win the game.
Yeah. And the Cowboys have done a lot this offseason. I know they didn't make all the big splashes that everyone wanted them to do, especially me. But they did bolster their D-line. They got a bunch of good, signings, veteran signings. Mozzie Smith is getting better and better every other week whenever he's not hurt. Micah Parsons is still on the team. Trayvon Diggs is back from ACL. We're not going to get.
We're not Bland. You've got a turnover-hungry defense. And Mike Zimmerman is actually probably a better defensive coordinator than Dan Quinn. And
I agree.
When Zimmerman was the defensive coordinator in Dallas years ago, they were consistently a top 3 defense.
Is this
so
a
I
new
think the
kickoff?
defense is only going to improve. There may not be as many interceptions. There may not be as turnover-hungry. There may not be as many interceptions. But they're going to be a more physical and a better tackling defense than they were.
And just a better scheming. Mike Zimmer's came out, and same thing with Micah. They've said that Micah's is going to be all over the fucking place instead of just on the edge. Yeah. And I think that's where Micah is the most effective.
The Cowboys probably have 7 primetime games this year. How the hell is this not one of them?
Yeah, this is a 1 o'clock game or or
It's a
something?
3. It's a 3:30.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the Cowboys versus the fucking Commanders on primetime. Give me this game primetime.
This will be a good prime time. And also, I know the game's about to start in a couple minutes, but I am taking the Packers money line. F them Eagles. They are frauds. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. I'll say it again. Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. Saquon is the best player on that offense, and they just got him in.
My
Yeah,
DFS showdown team is just loaded with Packers players. They're going to put up 45 points. I'm calling it.
God, this is going to be embarrassing for y'all. And
If
we
you
are gonna
remember
take-
the last 8 weeks of the Eagles season last year, just fucking slumped City.
Dude.
Just downhill
Jalen
every
Hurts
single week.
and Nick Sirianni not getting together. They're not gelling. It's happening, dude.
No.
They're
Mike
collapsing.
Sirianni is a certified bitch boy. All
Is
right?
Nick Sirianni, is he on the hot seat?
He better be. Dude is ass.
It depends on. They're going to win the division this year just because you can't win back to back in the NFC East. It's impossible. So it's the Eagles' turn. But no, I don't think he's on the hot seat.
Okay, you can tell the alcohol's hidden because the boys are talking. Bolton, go.
Cardinals. They're going to run. They're going to run, and run. They're going to keep this. They're going to keep this game close regardless. We don't know what the Bills' offense or defense is. The Bills lose 3 secondary members. No more Trey White. No more Poyer. No more. What was the other safety? Can't think of his name. Whatever. They lost both their starting safeties that are all pro safeties. They lost Trey White, their number one corner. The Bills. They also lost a middle linebacker, I believe. The Bills have no idea what the hell they're doing at defense. And on offense, we don't know who's getting the ball. We don't know what the hell's going on. It's going to be Josh Allen trying to make a play. I don't know that the Cardinals win. I'm putting money line Cardinals, but don't bet me. I would much prefer you guys do the 6.5. I think regardless, it's going to be a close game.
6.5 points is a lot in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Saints -4. I have no faith in the Panthers doing a goddamn thing. They're probably going to be 1-15 again. Don't care. Give me Saints -4. Saints are healthy. We got Derek Carr out there. We've got Alvin Kamara still out there. We've got Chris Olave, Rashid out there. So give me Saints on that one, and then Cowboys money line. Cowboys got to go in, put a statement up. I think their offense is going to do better than what the Browns defense can handle.
Facts. Also,
Jake,
how
you're
was your payout higher than mine when I have 2 underdogs in my parlay? That don't make no sense.
That is a good question.
That math,
Oh,
not mathing.
I don't know.
You have a minus
look at
one.
yours.
You have
I can
2
look at-
-110. I have 1 -110. I have 2 underdogs. You have 1
I
underdog.
don't know. Let me bet yours and see what it actually comes out to. You said you have Packers money line, right?
Well,
Cowboys
it's probably
money
too-
line and Texans.
It's
Sorry.
too late to do the Packers.
Money
Okay.
line. Here, I can tell you what it is. I have it pulled up.
Wait, what are we talking about here?
Your mom.
Oh,
She's a nice
lovely
woman.
lady. Love her
She's
to
a
death.
nice woman.
I hate that this game is in Brazil. That just bugs me.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Did we
Oh,
cover
your
it?
payout's $84.
That's what I thought.
Oh, well, yes, the total. I was just doing
Oh, profit.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I did profit. I didn't add the.
Either way,
Oh.
Bolton's doesn't make any sense. My maths now.
Well, Bolton did himself. So, I mean, if we're doing it, that's the total payout.
All right, Jake, give us your
Okay.
routine.
So, we're going to skip the first
I
one. We're
love
gonna
the
go
homer
straight-
picking. Every single one of the parlays, there's a homer.
Every single time.
No, every
Wow.
single time.
Every single
And
time.
so we got the Cards Bills. Like Bolton said earlier in the show, it is going to be a no defense having score-a-thon. So
Yep.
47 points is nothing to me. I see this being a 35-31 game, which goes with Bolton's plus 6.5 for the Cardinals. So let's do it to it, ladies and gentlemen. Take the over for the Cards and Bills. And you know what? The chat might disagree with what I had to say here, but I'm going the Eagles -2. I think it is the easiest bet of the week. I think the
Disgusting.
Packers are nothing. And the only reason I get to say this is because Denver got to do the preseason thing where they practiced together, and I got all the inside scoop where Denver literally embarrassed the Packers. The Packers' offensive line lost 2 of their offensive linemen in the free agency.
Okay.
They are not going to be able to protect Jordan Love. He is not going to have the time to throw the ball like he did last year, and everybody's going to see how bad of a quarterback he is. Yes, I said that on this pod.
Highest paid player in the league. You're saying the highest paid player in the league ever, is a bust.
From the Packers.
Is a bust.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Garbage.
And then, yes, if you couldn't have guessed it by now, why would I not take the Denver Broncos money line at
Jake.
plus 205?
What a waste of money.
Who are 6.5 point underdogs.
Oh my God, it's just too
put plus
easy.
6.5.
You could just give me the $10 and I could have made my parlay 20.
We'll split it.
Made it
We'll split
140.
it. I'll take
Look.
333.
Bo Nix
Ass.
is the truth. And by the truth, I mean better than Russell Wilson. And you
Yeah,
want to
he's
know
as
what
old as
Wilson
Russell
did?
Wilson, too.
Yeah, I know. You remember the last 25-year-old quarterback that came out? His name was Stetson Bennett, and the dude was in fucking rehab
Oh my
all of
God.
last year.
Paul,
These
can I have
people-
$10?
Paul said, I'll give you $10.
I want $10. At least you're the first person
Look.
out of all the comments to spell my name correctly.
This is my dog of the week. This is the team. And it's not just because I'm a Denver fan. No,
Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
a homer.
Liar.
It is.
He's a liar.
Oh, bullshit, dude. Ain't no way you just said that out loud. There's no way. These people
y'all need to
watching
chill
know
with
that
it.
you're
It is
bullshitting them.
fine. It is totally fine. Broncos money line is going to hit. And if not, when we get on this pod Friday, the first thing I'm going to do is say, hey, this is BS and Sports Bets, part of the BS Network. And then I'm going to shotgun a beer.
Paul,
Jake,
clip that.
if the Broncos win that game, I'll shave my fucking head.
Paul,
Oh,
clip
wow.
that.
That's convenient.
Already shaved.
You
Paul,
know what?
clip
No,
that.
you got to
Thank you.
shave the mustache. If you're going to put a bet on it,
Ooh.
put a
No,
bet
not
on
the
it.
mustache.
Okay, then you got to
can't-
shave your head.
You can't get rid of the mustaches, dude.
I ain't shaving my head for your
I
mustache.
ain't shaving my mustache.
All right, we got to keep it moving. Fourth quarter, boys. Put them up. Put them
Oh,
up.
we know what it is.
No. This means 4. This means 4.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, we got to
NFL.
do this again? I just
Brother.
opened
Oh,
this.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the third beer chug.
Oh, Jesus. Let me get a new one.
Oh my
Paul,
God.
clip that Jake said that he would
Jake, what are you drinking? Is that a beer?
chug with
Yeah,
the
it's a
info
beer.
next week when the
What
Broncos
is it?
lose.
The Twisty Boys.
That is not a beer.
My boy's out here trying to get twisted.
It's Van Wilder.
And Van Wilder was gay.
All right,
Okay,
log of
first
the week.
all,
Come on,
Stephen
boys.
Bennett he belongs on this show.
We've
because
got
he
3
drinks
minutes
just
until
as much
kickoff.
as
We've
us.
got
I didn't
3
know-
minutes until kickoff.
I didn't know that
Alright.
we wanted to put our lock of the week included into our 3-team parlay.
Oh, Beard versus Stash. I like it. Pull that one back up. Me and Monty are going to fucking take this.
Oh, beer versus Stash.
They can't see me.
All right, here. This is what I'll do. Whoever gets the most games correct out of our 3-leg parlays, but we're going to be, obviously 6-0.
Team
If for
Stash
some
versus Team Beard?
reason it is, a little
No.
bit different, if the mustaches get more right or the beards,
No.
gotta-
I don't like this because he's got the fucking Broncos on his parlay.
that sucks to suck, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Dude,
No. If you would have said this
Stashes are gonna
before,
win.
then
There's
I
a
would have redo
difference.
it.
I ride for the mustache men. You guys don't ride together. So
Okay, well, let's do this
Sounds
then.
like you
We'll
guys
do the
don't have team
college
chemistry.
picks.
It's something our mustaches got together.
No, we'll do the college picks.
Okay.
flag on
How
the
about this?
kickoff.
Hear about this. How about this?
Oh, Jarrett, if college picks, ride with me, buddy. I'm going 4-0.
Okay. Listen,
I'm going 4-0. I got a good slate on my college.
I'm
honestly.
going fucking 20-0. Listen to me. Here's what we do. I'm a quarterback this shit. If the Beards win, you fuckers are getting rid of the stashes.
We don't.
Because you're a dumbass. If the stashes win, we'll get rid of the beard but keep the stash.
Ooh, I like it.
No, because I can't have you coming out with a better mustache than me. You got to shave
I
it off.
don't. Look at this shit. This shit's uneven. Look at that. Look at that.
I
Bro,
could
we can
redo
connect.
mine. I really do need to redo mine. My shit's all over the place.
and also, if we're going mustache, I'm going handlebar. If we're being honest here, it's going handlebar.
You got to.
Oh, I'll send you my
All
Discord
right,
link.
I'm in.
Josh Jacobs with a run for -2 yards.
All right. Lock
Okay,
of the week.
so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the fourth quarter of our bets here on the BS and Sports Bets, and we have our locks of the week. And if you can't read them, that sucks because Gucci, you're up to bat.
Here we go. Cowboys are
Go.
not losing this Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Be there or be a fucking loser. The Cowboys are winning. Don't even think about the Browns even sniffing a chance at this game.
No
Next.
bias.
No, none.
Give me,
Paul, I
give me
actually
Saints
have a
minus 4. I
Discord, but
think
we
the
don't have a
Panthers are ass.
Discord
I think the
channel.
Saints win this handily. Lock of the week, Saints minus 4 makes sense.
It's a rat
Okay.
line.
So
Nah, that'd be fine.
The 4 is crazy.
yeah, first of all, Tim, why did you think like the lock of the week wouldn't be in your 3-team parlay?
I just think it seems too easy. I don't think it's fair.
Well, no, because that's your lock. Because I'm about to go make a 4-team bet at the casino with our locks.
No, this is my lock, but I didn't want to include it into my parlay because I would have already talked about it.
Okay, I got you.
Which I kind of did already talk about it. I got Finns Jags over 48.5. 2 Florida teams in the dead of the heat. Jared says it might rain. Not worried. Who is going to put up 15?
We'll talk.
It always rains in Florida, though. They'll be fine. When is it
What
not
happens
raining
if somebody
in Florida?
sells? What are we doing if somebody sells the
We
lane?
just need the most overrated quarterback of all time coming out of the NFL draft to put up at least 10 points in Trevor Lawrence, and then this game will go over.
Oh no, 100%. I agree. But man, what was I going to say?
Romeo
here?
Dobbs, first catch of the game.
Romeo Dobbs is the wide receiver 1 on the Packers.
Yes, sir. I got him.
If you don't have him in your DFS lineup for this game, you were wrong.
Nick Sirianni's standing on the sidelines looking like he does not belong.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
That's
He
because he
doesn't
doesn't have
anywhere.
chemistry with his team. He's out there
He
trying
belongs
to water the
prison.
flowers or whatever.
They
the hell
got to
is.
give head coaching duties to Big Dog.
Hey, Poker Guts, this is
Big
the
dog.
channel for you. We hate Trevor Lawrence, and he
And
is
the
the
Eagles.
I can't say that.
overrated.
I can't.
No, I can't say that as
They
a,
talked about-
as a
they
good
talked
friend
about
of-
Trevor
of my
Lawrence
buddy
like he was
Juan.
Tom
I
Brady.
am a Trevor Lawrence Lord and Savior for the Jags. I gotta
All right.
make sure that's on record.
Trevor
We gotta
Lawrence
end this
doesn't even
because the
like-
game is on.
I
We
know
gotta
the
let
game
the
is on.
viewers
Boom,
get on
go.
with their day.
Give me Saints
You already
minus
said it.
4. Easy money. Doesn't matter. Panthers are ass.
I think we're done. Or no, Jake,
Yeah,
you're
We're
up.
done.
No, but I think the Panthers. Hey, fun fact: I think the Panthers actually win that game.
Nope. False.
Fun fact, I agree.
Well,
Ooh.
I guess I'll just
Dennis
And then-
Allen.
be somebody wearing this hat next week.
Dennis Allen going to be the only coach this year fired during the season.
Bolton, I pray to God you're wearing that hat next week because
That'll happen.
I will clip every bit of it that you are a back-to-back clown. But I got the
Only four of
Cards
us. It's
build
bound to
lock of
happen.
the week. No defense. Bolton even contested to it, and he is a Cardinals fan. No defense. We're all
Wicks,
scoring.
baby. Wicks for the tutty. Dontavian Wicks.
For a touchdown?
Oh, no, that's fucking Reed. I thought it was Wicks this whole time.
I was
You
say,
got
I'm pretty
my
sure. I'm
hopes
pretty
up.
sure I have Reed though.
They're both so- they're both-
Touchdown
All
nullified
right.
that penalty.
Goodbye,
Doesn't count.
everybody. We love
No,
you
no,
all.
no, no,
Thank
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Boys, hold up.
See what man on field.
Hold up.
We're not going to take a strike on YouTube by streaming this game.
It's
It
coming
is
back.
the
We're not
end of the
streaming.
game, Chug. We
You
had
can-
finished
you
it,
can-
ladies and gentlemen.
You can talk about
This-
the game. As long as you don't put the game on the screen, you're good.
Yeah, this is B.S.ing Sports, part of the B.S. Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the game. Chug, we appreciate you. Please go
Football
follow us.
is back, baby.
Terps. Go
Football
Terps.
is back.
Here we
We
go.
are
Go
ready.
Terps. I love the Terps.
Go
Roll
So
Terps.
I
Tide.
appreciate everybody that came. I appreciate you, Poker, for being such a great guy in the chat. All the chats we
Poker's
got.
a homie.
I like
Hey.
you, poker, but I'll beat you heads up any day of the week.
Till next Friday, guys. Here we go.